Well, Jim Harbaugh, a perfect 6-0 in season openers in his career. That ties Mike Shanahan for the second longest streak by a head coach in NFL history and trails only George Allen, who won 11 straight openers back in the 1960s and 70s.
Okay, so that's interesting as we say hello to Damien Woody, because they're 6-0 in season openers, but the Chargers had lost 7 in a row to the Chiefs. Justin Herbert in this game, 3 touchdown passes, 318 yards, 0 picks. What impressed you the most about the way he played?
Well, he was, Nicole, he was so confident in the pocket. Like, the thing that stood out to me is the Chiefs couldn't get any pressure on Justin Herbert, and the way he was able to dissect what the Chiefs were trying to do defensively against them. Didn't matter if they rushed forward, if they brought the house. He had an answer for it all. And it just seemed like, for me, the Chargers, they let the Ferrari loose in Justin Herbert, and he put on a masterful display against that very good Chiefs defense.
Okay, like what kind of Ferrari? Are we talking like old school Ferrari? Are we talking like a Formula One Ferrari? What kind of Ferrari? I need to know the details.
No, we talking. I know you're a car lady. We talking Formula One Ferrari.
Okay.
We're on that level.
Okay, all right. We'll make sure it's the right Formula One Ferrari, but we'll have that discussion later. Look, for the Chiefs, because sometimes their strategy can get you into trouble.
Good point.
Anyway, the Chiefs, they lost this game, but they also lost Xavier Worthy early on. The impact of his absence for that offense was what?
Yeah, I mean, listen, the lack of explosive plays. I mean, we saw a couple of them. Tyquan Thornton had a big explosive, and Travis Kelce. But when you take away Xavier Worthy, he's not available to you. That's the speed element that you can't teach that scares the opposing defense. And with him being out early, you saw this Chiefs offense kind of revert back to what we saw in 2024, more methodical, dink and dunk, those type of things. So I know the Chiefs want to get back to a more explosive element, and that's what not having Xavier Worthy meant to that Chiefs offense.
Okay, fine. It wasn't clicking on all cylinders. However, there was that Mahomes magic moment, like in the fourth quarter. Again, just that completion over three defenders. It makes no sense. How did he do it? Maybe why? Also, I don't know.
I mean, it's just Mahomes magic. Like, there's only I don't know if anyone else can really do these type of things. Maybe Lamar, maybe Josh, but we've seen this type of stuff from Patrick Mahomes throughout his career, and we just saw another spectacular one tonight.
It doesn't make any sense. But
he threw the ball sideways. It wasn't a spiral. He threw it sideways.
He threw it like I would throw it, let's be honest. Look, it doesn't get any easier for the Chiefs. They go up against the defending Super Bowl. Why are you laughing? You're not supposed to be laughing at that. The Eagles next week in Kansas City. Back on SportsCenter, Jim Harbaugh, perfect in his season openers, but beating the Chiefs, that has been an entirely different issue until tonight. Here's the coach.
Yeah, it's a big win. I mean, you can't go 2-0 unless you're 1-0. And our guys really prepared for it. They worked extremely hard, and just throughout the course of the game, could tell that our guys weren't going to be denied. And we were definitely playing against a team that's how they played. They're not going to be denied. Two opposing wills, two opposing forces, and we came out on top.
Hey, Jim, what did you think of Justin's 3rd and 14 scramble there to essentially clinch the game?
Yeah, I thought it was a great job. Great job by Trey Pipkins too, on the edge. It's a really hard thing for a tackle to, when the edge rusher, sees the quarterback moving, that's when you get the holding penalty. And Mike Devlin teaches them to let go when they have that reaction. And Trey did a great job. I was really proud of Trey on that. And then Justin had an incredible game. Also, Trey Pipkins' birthday today. By the way, happy birthday to Trey. Justin was phenomenal today in every way. Pinpoint accuracy. Thought he did a great job with his legs and running. There at the end, sealing the game. And just overall toughness. I mean, just complete stalwart mean, took some big hits, gave a few shots himself. It was incredible quarterback play today.
Jim, can you talk about the team's ability, sorry, right here in the front, the team's ability to respond? Like after every, touchdown or big play the Chiefs had, you guys came back. Can you talk about that, please?
Yeah, we were talking about it on the sideline. I mean, the Chiefs, they weren't going to give us the game, and we were going to have to win. We were going to have to win it, and our guys, as you said, responded every single time. I'm glad you mentioned that. Even before the half, I was trying to run the ball, get the play clock down to 13 seconds, and when we called a outside run, none of us smart coaches relayed the message to our young running back to stay in bounds, and not his fault at all. That's on me. I told him. I told the guys that at halftime, and after the game, I said, had I just told him, we'd have won the game, And they said, hey, we did win the game. Okay, that's because you guys had our back, and responded. That was great. Great job by our players. And then, on that 4th and 1, big 4th and 1 in our territory, give the ball to Amarian Hampton, and he was not going to be denied. It's monumental. It's monumental. It's September 5th, I go down in some Charger lore. In my opinion, it was a big win.
So Xavier Worthy hurt his shoulder right early in the game, and then Tranquil, Bolton, and Gelati, but they all finished, and they should be okay as we go forward. I'd like to thank the people of Brazil here and for São Paulo for the hospitality. We didn't give all those fans that showed up the best show. We can learn from this as we move forward, which we'll do. I've got to make sure I get my team in a better state there coming out, playing with more emotion. And we were a little flat that first half, and that cost us. There were some good things in there, but again, we've got to make sure we take care of business with that, and that's my responsibility. So I'll leave it at that. If you have any questions, go ahead and fire away.
Sam, go ahead. Any indication for Xavier Worthy about the series?
We'll know tomorrow once we get back and do an MRI. So.
What did you evaluate the passing game overall?
Yeah, listen, I thought it was kind of a two-halves passing game. I thought the first half we were off a bit, and then the second half it picked up a little bit. We had a few more explosives there, and got into a little rhythm, better rhythm than what we had there. So we got to, again, I've got to make sure that we start faster in there.
Thanks for that.
Andy, to that point, you said the guys didn't have necessarily the emotion. Is there something that you noticed pretty early on, or do you think the Xavier injury had a role in that?
Yeah, but listen, I expect more than that. I've got to make sure we come out with better emotion. And, it's a nice big stage for us, and against a good football team. And they made a couple plays early, got things going, and we weren't able to do that. And I thought they did a better job in that area. So.
Bye, go ahead. Bye, you're good. Stand up.
Andy, just related to the same question. What signs do you see them when you say that about feeling like they're flat? Anything in particular that you look at?
Yeah, listen, I'm on the sideline, so I expect there to be emotional support there. I also expect players to fly around and do the things that I've seen us do. So it's my responsibility to get them in that frame of mind. Do that, whether you have an injury, a turnover, whatever it is. You fight through that and you make yourself better, whatever situation that you're in.
Second row, right?
Coach, Ben has said a few times during the season that when Harbaugh beat works. And it looked like in the first quarter you guys started doing some big plays, but in the second half you tried to revert and get a big read. How much work is he for the Jason's plays?
Yeah, we normally like to mix and match, but we did take a few more shots today, completed a few, and we were off on a couple. But that's you keep firing in those situations and work through it.
Briscoe Needs back here with you on SportsCenter. Patrick Mahomes now 0-1 to start the season after losing to the Chargers in São Paulo.
It wasn't good enough. I think just in general they came out with more energy than we did, their defense and our offense. So we didn't execute. I missed some throws down the field, and obviously we didn't play good enough in the first half.
And you mentioned the lack of emotion early as well. What do you attribute that to?
I mean, it's hard to say. You know, I felt like we had energy at practice yesterday and all throughout the week, but I mean, you don't come out and play with the right mindset, you get beat. And the Chargers came out with the right mindset. We didn't, and they beat us.
Front row, go ahead. You're up.
No, not that there was no good and you guys won it. But I mean, throughout the years, the Chiefs have shown what mental toughness looks like. So, I mean, you guys lost the Super Bowl in 2020. After that, you came to the NFC Championship. After losing the NFC Championship, you guys went to 3 straight Super Bowls. Expectations. And also, I mean, like the week 1 win against the week right that you guys won. But how do you think that you guys can come back to have a great season and be in the Super Bowl again?
Yeah, I think it's just a learning moment for especially the young guys on the team. It's like we're gonna get everybody's best, and we have to play up to that standard if we want to win football games. And I feel like we didn't play to that standard today. Everybody, offense, defense, special teams. But credit to the Chargers. They had a great plan. They came in and played great football and beat us. And now we have to learn from that, and knowing that next week's going to be just as tough.
Steve.
You guys played this team, Chargers team, a number of times. What did you do differently today to help you guys stop you from getting your rhythm?
I think they just had a good game plan, man. When you play a team a lot, they kind of know what you're good at, and I thought they did a good job of kind of taking away some of our quick throws and some of our throws down the field. And I thought we adjusted well in the second half, obviously, but if I can hit some of those throws early, it kind of loosens up the defense. So I just got to be better early in the football game, just like everybody else.
Nate? Patrick, just how much did Xavier's injury, I know it was 3 plays into the game, just how much did that change the rhythm, change the energy, change the sort of opposite game plan that you guys had?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, other guys had to step up. I thought Taekwon and Hollywood and Juju did a great job of kind of filling some of those roles. But that's someone that's a huge part of our game plan, and someone that we're counting on to go out there and make plays against some of the man coverage that they played. And I thought guys did a good job kind of stepping up in those roles. But you could tell it took us a little bit to get going.
Front row, go ahead.
I know it's not the result that you guys wanted, but how did it feel to play in Brazil for the first time ever? You played international games before, but how did you feel the crowd, and what did you feel playing here besides Brazil?
Yeah, I thought it was awesome, the crowd and the atmosphere. It was really cool. It's something I'll remember for the rest of my life. I mean, even like the anthem, the Brazil's national anthem, and hearing everybody sing and how passionate they were about American football. So that part was really cool. I won't remember the result, but I'll remember being here for sure.
Second row, go ahead.
Hey, Pat, you had like the same numbers of the Super Bowl against Philly. How much you miss guys like Damien Woody, like Rasheed Rice, to extend the field and to throw some deep balls? You had some deep balls that you miss today that you usually don't miss. How much you miss these guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely important. You know, those are two of our best receivers, and they're 2 great receivers in this league, and obviously threats down the field. And so I thought the guys did a great job stepping up and making some of those plays. But you have to get with the timing of those guys. And so it takes everybody. You know, you got to protect, you got to be on the same page with the receiver, and you got to make the throw. And so if I can make some of those throws early in the game, I think there'll be a different result.
Hey, go ahead.
What did you feel like you had a sense of the intensity with the fight with what it would be at the early in the game? And is it the sort of thing you feel the need to address with the team yourself?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I could feel it pretty early on. I don't know exactly when that point is, but they definitely came out with more energy than we did. And so in this league, everybody's too good for you to not match the energy of your opponent. And so I think we learned a valuable lesson today. We got to be better from the get-go, from the start. We're not going to be able to just come back and win every single game. Teams are too good in this league, and so this would be a big lesson for us, a division opponent, someone that's going to be there at the end of the year. But we're going to have to learn fast. We're playing the reigning Super Bowl champs this next week.